Hey there, guys. Guess who just escaped the construction crew? First, I sincerely apologize to you all. First of all, I sincerely apologize to you all for disappearing for so many months. I've been buried in cement dust and knee-deep in screws, building my very first house with my own hands. This video was actually drafted about 8 or 9 months ago. However, it's only tonight that I finally had the time to finish it. And to mark this comeback, we're going to dive into the biggest, most explosive event in the Nova Space Armada universe. It's called the Navigator Raid, or as the veterans like to call it, the Arm Raid. I'll still call it the Arm Raid because it's been with me for a long time, and it's also closely tied to this video.
First, a quick refresher for complete newcomers. The Navigator Race, known to veterans as the Arm Race, is the single most prestigious monthly event in Nova Space. It runs for 4 intense days each month. Always kicking off on a Friday and wrapping up on Monday. And the loot it offers is beyond ridiculous. On my server, you might grind for months to craft rating 195 gear, but the champion of an arm race walks away with a rating 390 weapon or engine. Literally double the firepower in one leap. Need proof it's crazy? In the very first arm race, more than a year ago, the top 7 pilots grabbed 190 rated weapons long before most captains even unlocked the 156 blueprint. No surprise, the event is now a playground for whales. Commanders happy to torch $3,000 or $4,000 in just 4 days for a shot at glory. So here's the question from poor gamers. Is there any chance for us, the ones who don't spend a dime, to win this event? Stick around. We're gonna find out. Honestly, I'm not a Halo-wearing free-to-play saint. I've bought the Iron Pass a couple of times, snagged the odd daily special, and during one midnight lapse of sanity, blew almost $100 on Admiral Ann Dexon because her banner winked at me. Add it up, and my lifetime tab sits somewhere around $300 to $400. Not whale-sized, but definitely enough to sting. Here's the twist. I haven't spent a single real-world cent for months. Partly because the returns feel meh, mostly because my bank account is on life support. Ha! So this arm race is my grand experiment. Can a reformed spender armed only with 5 months of hoarded loot and sheer stubbornness swipe first place without paying another cent? We're about to find out. Let's talk raw numbers. In each of the last 2 arm races, the winner blasted past 1.5 million points. Convert that to real-world cash, and you're staring at roughly 3,800 USD, 10 times my lifetime spend. That eye-watering benchmark is precisely why I've been stockpiling like a doomsday prepper for 5 straight months. GEC, black market tickets, radar energy packs, hyperbeacons, anything that can be fed into the points furnace. Remember, the arm race drops once a month, a 4-day sprint that always kicks off on Friday morning and slams shut Monday night. On a fresh server, the first couple of runs are RC-based. You rack up points by spending and earning RC and by popping research boosts. After that, the devs flip the switch and it turns into a GEC bloodbath. Points rain down when you burn GEC, fire black market tickets, and find and get RC. All right, moment of truth. What does 5 months of obsessive stockpiling actually look like? Crates, a mountain of 13,000. Strip away the 10,000 Admiral crates, useless in arm race, and I still have about 3,700 that matter. GEC on hand, more than 167,000. Could have been fatter if I hadn't yeeted 100k into 2 constellations. A little regret. Plus there's 10k GEC parked in my mailbox. 50K tied up in titles, and random dribs and drabs elsewhere. Hyper Beacons 23,000, enough juice to call almost 400 orders. Radar Energy Packs 600, good for roughly 290 hidden scavenger summons. Black market tickets 5,000 plus, mostly CL and BB. Crunching the numbers, I'm staring at a theoretical haul of just over 1 million points. Tempting to go nuclear now, but patience is the real weapon. I'll sit tight, watch the leaderboard, and only unleash the arsenal when the arms race is in its final stages. Day 1, Friday, 23rd Aug 2024. The arm race always opens on a Friday, and because it overlaps Order Day and Space Mobilization, the pace is surprisingly calm. The grand prize this season is a kinetic weapon, exactly what my flagship craves, so I'm in. But the real fireworks are reserved for the last 2 days. Collect every gift mail. Mail self-destructs after 10 days, so now is the best time. Grind today's orders. Orders pump out RC, and the event awards 1 point for every 160 RC earned. To save my wrist, I fire up a mouse macro recorder that repeats the click, drag, confirm sequence. I've scripted separate macros for each order type. If you want them, let me know and I'll demo in another video. End of day 1 results. A respectable stack of RC, a small nudge up the leaderboard, and most importantly, my critical resources remain untouched for the weekend onslaught. Day 2, Saturday, 24 Aug 2024. Radar Spam Day. The mission is simple. Burn every last radar energy pack, spawn stealth scavengers, vaporize them, and vacuum up the RC. Because radar has no daily cap, I can grind until my mouse begs for mercy and clear the rest tomorrow if needed. But first, those 3,700 mystery crates gathering dust in storage. I crack them open and... and the loot pours out. 20,000 GEC, a handful of tickets from every tier, a sprinkling of hyperbeacons and extra radar packs, a stack of PCBA parts. For the record, did you notice something interesting? This GEC amount is equivalent to about 5% of the total crates, and this number is even across all Warface crates. Macro app to the rescue again. I launch the script, grab a coffee, and come back to a screen carpeted with alloy and crystals. Quick housekeeping, then back to radar duty. End of day haul, just over 14 million RC, which converts to about 90,000 ARM race points. Solid progress, 0 premium resources touched. Day 3, Sunday, 25 August 2024. Limited Black Market Ticket Day, a very important day in the 4-day ARM Race series, the day when the ARM Race rankings will change drastically. Today, I will spend all 6,000 plus black market tickets that I have been saving up for the past 5 months, and maybe try my luck to find Sin or Sty Patroller. I uploaded this part in a video several months ago, so you can watch it again at the link here.
To see if I can guess anything. Let's get started.
I stretch, refresh the leaderboard, and watch my name leap upward. The whales are stirring, but I've still got premium ammo in reserve. Tomorrow's finale is going to be very exciting. Day 4, Monday, 26th of August 2024, Showdown Day. I kick things off by torching the last batch of hyperbeacons. Macro whirring, points trickling in.
A few moments later.
And shit! I just realized that the daily order limit is only 100, and I've basically missed 2 days. That mistake cost me about 150,000 points. How disastrous! Current stats, 1,030,000 points. 6th place. Still clutching 150k GEC in my wallet, and another 60k sitting pretty in gift mail, and another 60k sitting pretty in achievement. Those will be my daggers for the final stab. Keep this 50k for now. It's a large amount of money, so it should be used carefully. Battle plan? Stay ice cold until the last 5 minutes. Then dump the entire GEC stash into the limited black market. The sudden spike should vault me past a couple of sleepy whales and maybe give the rest palpitations. Take a deep breath. Concentrate as much as you can. A moment of distraction will cost me dearly. A little note. Guys with heart problems, please don't follow me.
The last 5 minutes, the decisive moment of the race. I poured all my resources into the Star Patroller black market, which would give me maximum event points, and also my main ship later on. I borrowed another account from a friend so I could both observe and search for Star Patroller. Yes, we'll definitely need to keep clicking continuously and without any interruption because there's not much time remaining at all. So bad. The first ship. Look, the rankings are currently changing very rapidly indeed. Where's the second ship located? There it is. Let's pause for a moment and take a good, long look around this intriguing place. I still urgently need to claim the very last, crucial milestone reward for successfully searching the extensive, often dangerous and highly competitive black market. These rewards are very valuable and in just a few minutes, they will be gone. Let's keep going back to the black market. This time I'll try Shin, a ship that's also extremely important. Let's just see. Well, we've spent 160,000 GEC in less than 2 full minutes. But unfortunately, with that much GEC, I only managed to acquire a mere 2 hulls from the black market, which was quite disappointing indeed. A look at the latest and most comprehensive rankings. Yeah, I'm trailing the top player by as much as 200,000 points. If I use about 50,000 reserved GEC, I can only earn 120,000 points, and no, that's really not enough to catch up with him. Because this time, I've decided to hold on to these 50,000 reserved GEC. At the very same moment in time, I'll scrape up whatever is truly and genuinely left in hopes of finally having made it to the respectable second place. But that doesn't really matter at all. There is only 1 minute left. For me, achieving second or third place in this competition is not of significant importance, primarily because the associated rewards and benefits are not substantially different or distinct from each other. There are only a few dozen seconds remaining, and I'm sure I can't quite reach second place. Anyway, securing a solid third place is definitely a significant success. This is the very last spin, so let's see if I have any luck left at all in this game. Well, of course not. It seems my luck has completely run out. Time is truly up. What an absolute pity. If I hadn't made such a serious and significant ordering mistake, I probably would have been able to fully utilize my substantial 50,000 GEC reserve to compete fiercely for the very first place. However, that's actually not very certain. Once you reach level 3, you just really need to know how to do things properly. Now let's take a look at what we have left, what we've gained after this battle.
So the race is over. Third place, which was a sweet victory for me. I had 2 L-sized kinetic guns and 1 M-sized engine, all rated at 390. So, do the hardcore players really have a chance to win here? Of course. However, I would really advise you to do this. Saving to the max will slow you down significantly compared to other players, and sometimes it will cost you more than you gain. So this approach should only be used with a sensible and well thought out strategy, and you should also be careful to choose a server with significantly fewer players to ensure that your financial savings do not leave you too far behind in your long-term financial goals. Okay everyone, I'll have to go deal with that huge pile of hulls and resources. That's where the video ends. Goodbye and see you in the next video.